Question is from Shashank. Sadhguru, you have always mentioned about living life on the edge. You have also said that if we die in an accident or so, we risk becoming a disembodied being, expending karma for many, many years. Sadhguru, now from the point of liberation, isn't it better to live safe until the age of 84 than to be constantly living on the edge?
Oh, oh. It once happened. Shankaran Pillai met his friend here. And his friend was in great distress. Shankaran Pillai asked, "What's the problem?" The friend said, "You know what, I was driving to the office today, my new car, I crashed it, totaled it." Shankaran Pillai said, "It could have been worse." Then I spent the day at the office, I took a taxi home. When I came home, can you believe it? My house was totally burned down. Shankaran Pillai said, "It could have been worse." Then I was concerned where my wife is, what happened to her. Then I came to know she's cleaned up my bank accounts and she's vanished. Shankaran Pillai said, "It could have been worse." The friend asked, "What do you mean it could have been worse? What do you mean by that?" Shankaran Pillai said, "It could have been me." That would be worse. So you are like that, Mr. Shashank, wherever you are. Well, edge means the limit in some way. If you want to walk on the edge, you must be very conscious, very balanced. If you are not conscious and balanced, let's take you to a peak which has a 10,000 feet drop. If you are not very steady on your feet and in your head also, you will not go to the edge, forget about it. Forget about you falling down, you are not going anywhere near the edge. Nobody can get you there unless somebody picks you up. So, you can only live on the edge if you work upon yourself, your body, your mind, your emotions, your everything, your energies, everything. If you work upon it, then you can live on the edge. Otherwise, how can you live on the edge? Those people who live on the edge, like somebody that I know, he suddenly at the age of 54 or 55, he took to motorcycling and he went across Central Asia riding. And I asked, "What happened to you?" He said, a close friend of mine who was healthy and well, he fell in the bathroom and died. When I saw this, suddenly I realized, what am I doing? I may fall in the bathroom and die, at least let me die in Central Asia. I'm saying you're not going to die because you live on the edge, you're anyway going to die. More people who never went to any edge in their life, more of those die than those who went to the edge, because those who go to the edge are competent. When I say living on the edge, I'm talking about being a competent life on all levels of life. If you're not competent, then everything is dangerous, going to the bathroom is dangerous, people die in bathrooms. So, is it not safe safe. Is it not better to live safe and be 84? But you may become 84 without living at all. That is also possible. So do I have to do something dangerous to be alive? No. It seems dangerous only because you're incompetent. Somebody who's a good swimmer will start off. It looks very dangerous for somebody who does not know how to swim. Somebody who does not know how to ride a bicycle, somebody comes balancing on these thin wheels, it looks very dangerous. Terrifying it is actually. So, not being on the edge is not because you're safe, simply because of incompetence. And living on the edge need not necessarily mean something physically dangerous. Living on the edge could be psychological, could be emotional, could be energy-wise, could be physical also. So, being on the edge is not an external situation. Being at the edge is an inner situation. If you know, see, I'm asking you, right now we're little this side of the lake, but in a way we are at the edge of this country. If we want to go to the next country, we have to at least come to the border first, isn't it? How do you go to another place if you don't come to the borders of the existing place? If you don't come to the edge, how do you cross? How do you ever cross? If you stay on the edge, stay on the edge, stay on the edge, somewhere you may find a gap or somewhere you may find a bridge to cross over. If you're not on the edge, how do you go to the next dimension? Where is the possibility? In the very nature of things, it's not possible. So you want to become 84? I think you already are. Yes, whatever your birthday may be, you already are 84 and over. That means your cycle is already over without living. Yes, see, in schools in India, it was earlier like this in some schools, probably in private schools. If a child, let's say you're in third standard, you failed 3 times, that means 3 years. Were you one of them? No. If you fail 3 times, 4th year they will anyway promote you, because you're just too big. You may not be fit for the 4th standard, but you're just looking too odd in the 3rd standard just for ambience, they moved you. You can also move like this in life. I'm not saying it's wrong, but why like that, I'm asking? Why handle life like this? So, you're 84, so you lived a totally unconscious life, you became 84, you became released from one cycle of something. So next time you'll come around and become another 84 and become little more free, little more free. You want to go like this because if you've lived totally unconsciously, totally without any sense of life, I'm saying without any sense of life because you think not going to the edge is safe. No, you can die here. You can die right here without taking any risk. Most human beings who die on this planet have not taken any risk in their lives, but they die. Because that's the nature of life. It's not their fault. That is the way life is, anyway we die. Either we can break through limitations and then die, or we can just die. What is the problem? There's no problem. The problem is just that life didn't happen to you, that's the only problem. Because the moment safety is your only concern, you are ensuring that you will be protected from life itself. If you build a proper cocoon around yourself, a box around yourself, which is absolutely safe, life doesn't happen to you. Usually that box, we call it a coffin here. I'm saying even when you're dead, you should not go into coffin, you must go straight into the earth or into the fire. One of the five elements you must go. Fire, water, earth, something you must go into, or these days people are thinking of going into the space. It's okay with me. It's unlimited space, I believe, so what's the problem? So, the moment you think of the prime dimension of your life is security, you will ensure that you will not live. Because security does not exist anywhere except in your mind. Or rather, let me put it this way, insecurity does not exist anywhere except in your mind. I think you did not listen, Shashank.